This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Good morning, friends. In this Business Intelligence Master Program, so in this session, we are going to see restart data processing from point of failure. So this is what we are going to understand today. Restart data processing from point of failure, what it means. Okay, let's say you have source data 100 records. Okay, first time you have loaded data into the target. What happened? After loading some 40 records, you got the error. Okay, you got the error due to some network failure or server failure, whatever it may be. What happened is your process got stopped there itself. Now next time when you are loading, so you should not load these 40 records. You should identify only the records which are new. Which are new means which we have not loaded previously. Which we have not loaded previously. We need to identify the records which we have not loaded previously. Only those records we need to copy into the our target. Copy into the our target. Okay. So how we can achieve this particular thing? So last processed value by using joins. See, last processed value you can do, but in interview people will tell, I don't want to store last processed value. Even I don't have any column to join. Okay, I don't have any column to join. So how you can do, we are going to discuss. So today we are going to discuss with a for easy understanding, I am going to discuss one approach, but this is not the exact approach that we will follow. We will do some other approach. Like I will explain you when we are doing the lab, you will come to know what exactly we will do in real time and how we are doing currently. Okay, so but there is no much difference. Small difference is that I'm going to discuss with you soon. Okay, fine. In today's session, we will learn scenarios, mapping data flow actions, estimation, prerequisite, required resources. All those things. Demo, create data like storage gen 2, because all my data I will keep it in a data like storage gen 2. So I need to create data factory v2. Then I need to create keyword, linked service data pipeline, debug pipeline, schedule trigger, and the monitor pipeline. Okay, these are the things we need to learn. So scenarios. So today we will see how to combine data from different streams for data processing. Example, I'm going to consider a data set of cricket match. Okay, let's say you have 3 matches. Okay, match 1 details you are getting in a separate file, match 2 details you are getting in a separate file, match 3 details you are getting in a separate file. So now what I need to do, all these 3 different files available in a 3 different folders. Now what I need to do is I need to create a 3 data sets. These 3 data sets data I need to combine. To combine data, we have a transformation called union transformation. We have a transformation called union transformation. So I have match 1 details, match 2 details, match 3 details. I'm going to combine these 3 match details by using a transformation called union transformation. What it is going to do, it is just combining the data. Okay, that is what I'm going to do first step. Next, how to insert only records which we have not inserted in previous run. So in previous run I have 100 records, but I just inserted 40 records. I need to insert 60 more records this time. I don't have any clue, even I don't have any primary key. You understood? Even I don't have any primary key to identify okay, which records I have copied. I don't have any timestamp. I don't have any primary key to identify. Okay, next one is yeah, last processed value. We don't have any information to join or to store the last processed value. So but still I need to identify the records which I've loaded into my target, and I need to load only the records which I have not loaded into my target. Okay, next, how to check existence of source records in the sync. So now what we need to do to insert the 60 records, I don't want to insert 40 records, I want to insert only the 60 records which I have not inserted. So for that we need to check existence of source records in the sync. What all source records available in the sync? How you are going to do is, we have a transformation called exists. There is a transformation called exists. That transformation we are going to use to check whether source records available in the sync or not. Okay, this you can do it in a different ways, but we will see the optimized way to do that. Next, how to sort the data. So you know already how to sort the data. So once you just check the like once you fetch those 60 records, you can just sort the data if you want, then you can just load it into the sync. Okay, so in this particular case, I'm going to use source transformation, union transformation, exists transformation, sort transformation, sync transformation. Okay, in today lab we are going to learn source transformation, union transformation, exist, sort, and sync. These are the 5 transformation I'm going to use in today lab. Okay, fine. So restart mechanism, how it will be restarted, you see. So I have these customers. Okay, 1 2 3 4. What happened now? First time I just loaded one record, first record. Fifth record is available since long time. Fifth record is, it's a old record. But recently when I tried to load this entire table into this table, I see only first record is came. Okay, so if you look at the diagram, right, so it will look like something like this. So this is the old record, fifth one. Okay, this is 2 3 4. These are the records which you have only in the left side. These are the record which is a common. So now what you need to do, you need to take 2 3 4. You need to take 2 3 4. Understood? You need to take 2 3 4. So one of the approaches yesterday we have done, that is, you need to identify only the new records, or you can say the records which are only available in the source, that you are able to understand, right? 2 3 4 you have. So those 2 3 4 you can able to load. Okay, this is one approach. Okay, so these are the 2 3 4 are the records which we have not inserted in previous run. So we just inserted first record, then our program got failed. So now if you look at the data, you have like 2 is the new one, 3 is the new one, fourth one is also new one, because 2 3 4 we have not inserted into our target. Understood? So same example, I can give you more details. So today I'm going to use this data. Okay, data for this lab is, you see, so this is the match 1 details, this is the match 2 details, this is match 3 details. So one CSV1, CSV2, CSV3. Okay, so I have 3 CSV files. I have 3 CSV files. So these are the match details. This is the first match, this is the second match, this is third match. I need to combine all this data. Okay, let's say I have combined this data. I'm loading the data. Okay, so see, when I'm loading the data, failure happened. After when this failure happened, when you start loading the data, after loading all these records plus these first 2 records, failure happened. Okay, now I want to restart. When I want to restart this particular process, does it going to like load all the 15 records again? No. So what I need to do, my condition, I need to do some kind of a transformation, or I need to control this by using a something called exists transformation. That exists transformation will check what all records are already loaded into the target, and it is going to load only the records which you have not inserted. See, when I restarted, it is going to insert only these 3 plus these 5, total 8 records it will insert into our target. Okay, failure happened after loading these many records. When I restart, it is not going to insert these records again, it is going to insert only these. Okay, in interview, this is very important. So interviewers, so many people even reached me for this particular answer. Okay, so how to achieve this, we are going to see. This is ultimately very important interview question. Okay, people will ask you. Remember, friends. Now, transformations for you. You see, first I have a match 1 details, match 2 details, match 3 details, right? So I will create 3 different data sets, because these match details available in the different folders. So that's why I will create a 3 different data sets, and I will read those 3 data sets. Then I will just combine all these data sets by using a transformation called union transformation. Okay, this union transformation is having source 1, source 2, source 3, meaning match 1, match 2, match 3 details. Now those 3 match details I'm going to pass it to the exists. Okay, so exist will take those 3 match details plus sync. Already whatever data is available in the sync, that data also this exist will take, and it will check. You need to write some conditions here. Okay, and do you have any primary key column to check, or do you want to check on all the columns? So that particular conditions you need to write. Okay, but when you write this exist has 2 capabilities. One is it is going to check the common records it will give you if you want. So if you want only the records which are available in the source, but those are not available in the sync. You want to get only those records. That is also possible with the help of exists. Okay, this we are going to see next. Okay, so once you get this particular exist, what exist will give only the records which are not available in the sync. It will give those records. I'm going to sort it. So once you sort it, finally you can able to write it into your sync. You're going to write it into your sync. Is it clear? So combine these three match details, then read your target data and pass the source data. Check whatever records matching with your source. Just ignore all those things. Plus ignore the records which you have only in the sync, okay, but which are not matching with the source. Those also you need to ignore. Two things you need to ignore in sync. One is matching records plus old records in the sync you need to ignore, and only the records which were not inserted into the sync from source, those records I need to identify. Then I need to sort it. Finally I need to write it into my target. Okay. So when you just implement your pipeline, you will get something like this. Okay, source. See, source 1, source 2, source 3. These three sources I have combined by using union transformation. Next, source 4. See, source 4 I'm just using in this exists transformation. Exist transformation is taking the output of union transformation and it is reading the sync. So once it read the sync, both the it is going to identify the records which are only available in the source. Those source records it will write it into again your sync, same sync. Okay, how many of you clear, friends? Everybody's clear on this?
One second, tell me, sir.
Sure. See, this is very simple. You have match 1, match 2, match 3 details as I have shown you earlier. So these three match details I'm going to combine. So match 1 5 records you have, match 2 5 records you have, match 3 you have a 5 records. Total how many records you have? Total we have 15 records. When I run first time, it has loaded 7 records successfully. Okay, so these all things happened, and when you are writing data into the sync, what happens? 7 records you have written successfully. Okay, but after 7 records, you got some error. Okay, some failure happened. Now you are not able to write all other records. Now what we need to do, we need to take again these 15 records. Okay, we need to read the data which we have written. That is source 4 is nothing but I am going to read the data which I have written previously. So I have written 7 records previously. Now I have total 15 records, right? So I'll just combine these 15 records. I will pass it to the exist. So source, I'm getting 15 records. In sync, how many records I have? 7. So when you say 15 minus 7, how many records you are going to get? 8. Those 8 I will write it into the sync. Okay, so that's how I will check whether my source records available in the sync or not. If it is not available, then only I will write it into sync. Because if you restart, let's say what happens is interviewer problem is he will tell you, so you have already written 7 records. Now when I run your process, those 7 records again it will insert into your target, then it will become a duplicate records. I don't want duplicate records. To avoid duplicate records, before I write data into my target, I need to check whether this particular records available in the target or not. If it is not available, then only I need to write. Okay, clear, friend?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. You see your execute data flow from pipeline, so from pipeline you need to call a data flow activity. In data flow activity, you need to select which data flow to execute, but data flow debug must be turned on to debug this particular pipeline. Okay, but if you publish and run the pipeline, what will happen? In that case, it will create job cluster. It will run that particular data flow, and then it will terminate immediately. Okay, next, mapping data flow actions. You see here, so we have talked about join in detail, right? Conditional split we have discussed. So today we are going to talk about exists and the union. Okay, exists and the union we are going to talk about today. Next, in mapping data flows, we have seen already derived columns, select and aggregate. These 3 finished, and other things we will see in upcoming sessions. So, but we also have seen filter and sort. So alter row also will come in the upcoming sessions. Okay. So estimations. How many linked service we need? Only one linked service, you know. So data sets depends on reference points. We need to create data sets. One data flow I will create, one pipeline I will create. What type of IR we need to use to transform data in data flows? Transform means to transform this data, we are going to dispatch the job. For that, I'm going to use the Azure integration runtime. Prerequisite, we need to understand data lake storage into key vault, data factory, data flow debug. Okay, schedule, trigger, linked source, data set activity, and pipeline. All these things we are aware. Required resource are data lake storage into key vault and the data factory. So I will go and create quickly these three resources. Okay, let's click on storage account quickly. Let's click add to create the storage account. So resource group, let me create the new resource group. Cloud Monday. This is a very important session today. So you need to practice. In interview, you will get this question for sure. Okay. Next, storage account name. Cloud Pandit ADLS V2 store. Next, networking. All these things are fine. Advanced. So in advanced, you need to enable the hierarchical namespace to create data like storage into create it. Create it again. To open portal.au.com. Let's create data factory here. Click on data factories. Click add to create the data factories. Resource group is this, and data factory name you can say Cloud Pandit ADF V2 1225. Git configurations. I will just configure it later. Click review plus create. Okay, I just created. Let's come here and create the Azure keyword. Click on keywords. Select the resource group which we have created just now. Azure keyword, you know, right? Cloud Pandit AKV 1225. Access policy. Let me just add my data factory. Go to inputs. Take the data factory name here. So because it has not created it, so that's why it is not showing here. But once it is created, immediately it will show that. Let's try to browse it once again. It is available now. Select it, click select, then add it, then review plus create. Okay, create it. Okay, deployment in progress. Okay, fine. Now, okay, this is done. Data factory is done. Your storage is done. Let's prepare our storage first. Okay, go to resource. Come down, Cloud Pandit containers. Click on container. So here you need to say this is your match one. Get it? Match two details. Match three details here. here you have your, you can say, think you can say, or what you can do is series details. Okay, let's say all these three matches details is nothing but a series. Series details. Okay, create it. Now let me just show you what I'm going to upload. So right click on this, go to edit with Notepad++. You can see. So this is the first CSV file. Okay, first match details. Okay, next first 2.csv. This is the second match details. This is the third match details. Okay, next. This is the output. Where is the output? This is the output. See here, you see here, first match details plus two more records available in this. Now my program should identify that, okay, already you have 7 records loaded and the remaining 8 records only, it should load it into the target. Okay, that's how I need to build my data factory, right? The data flow. So we'll see that. So first go inside match one. Let's upload the first CSV. Okay, go back, click on match 2. Let's upload match 2 details here. Go back, click on match 3. Let's upload match 3 details. Click on this. Go to series details. In the series details, I'll just upload my target details. That is the output. Okay. Okay, I just inserted the respective data. Okay, we have data. Now go to access keys. Let's showcase, copy this key, come here, go to Azure Key Vault, go to secrets, click generate / input. You can say it's a ADLS key. I'm going to keep this particular key here, create it. Okay, so done. You are done with almost all the things. Now come back to the data factory, go to resource, open your PDF. Let's say just go to manage tab first. Okay, so I need to create the linker services and all those things. Before that, first thing, let's turn on this data flow debug because it will take some time. So let's turn on this. It will turn on meanwhile. Let's start creating the linker service. Click new to create the linker service. So where is our data? In Gen 2. So you can say Gen 2. Click continue. This is LS Gen 2. Auto resolve account key, enter manually. So storage account key. What is storage account? Storage account key is, I need to get it from the Azure Key Vault. Let's create a linker service to your Azure Key Vault. Click new. This is LS Azure Key Vault. Subscription is this. Azure Key Vault name is this. Test connection. Connection successful. You can create it. Now secret name. What is the secret name? You can see here. It's a ADLS key. Okay. Secret name is ADLS key. Come here. It here. Next here I need a storage name. Come here. Just copy the storage name. https://storage name .vfs dot windows dot net / okay. Test connection. Create it. Okay. Now come to yeah, we need to publish these things. Let's publish. and come to author tab. So we know, let's create 4 data sets, new data set. The first data set is to data lake storage into ts. This is ts for adls. You can say match one. This is the match one. Match one. Use this linker service. And first as header, browse to that particular folder. So if you have multiple files, okay, you can just select till here and you can use the wildcard. But if you have a single file, you can select it. Okay, so let's try to. So yesterday also we were using, like, we are selecting up to file. Let's not select up to file. Let's select up to the folder. We'll see. Up to folder I selected, not file. Click OK. So I will tell you how you can use the wildcard option in the data flow transformation. Okay, just create here. Click new data set. Here you can say Gen2. So this is a match to details. Okay, include services is first as at the browse it. So match to folder. I'm just selecting all the folders. Okay, click OK. Next, click on this. Click on new data set. So Gen2, select this. Click on this. CSV files. Click on this. Okay, match 3. This is match 3 details. Just select linked service. Browse to that particular path. Okay, first as header. Click OK. Okay, in the same way, let's click on this. Click on this. Let's say data lake storage. Gen2, right? Gen2. Click on this. So this is, you can say, series. Let's browse to the series details folder. Click OK. So now I have created all the 4 data sets, but if you look at 4 data sets, all these data sets point into the folder. Okay, let's go to data flows. Let's click on new mapping data flow. Data flow, click OK. Click finish. Okay, so here I need to say okay, restart mechanism. Fine. So what is our source? Click on add source. Click next. Click next. See, I want to just add the source one. So this one you can say match one. Okay, match one details. I'll just add it here. I will you just select the data set one. Okay, anyhow, like data flow debug is still turning on. That's okay. Now click on add source. This is what, this is match two. So this is a match two. Okay, you just come here and select match two details. Click on this. This is match three. Match three details. Just select match three. Okay, now you see you have match one, match two, match three details, isn't it? Fine, right? So I also need a match four. Just select this. Match four means I need a series data also, right? That's why you can say series data. Series data is nothing but this series. Okay, now I have all the 4 series. Let's try to preview one by one. Okay, go to data preview, click refresh. It will take some time first for the first transformation. So other sources it will be finished quickly. Okay, you see all match one details. Okay, 5 records I got. But see, all these things considered as a string, right? So I need to make match details. So match and player ID and player score, all these 3 columns I want to consider as a integer. So int, this also integer. Sorry. This should be the integer. This should be string. This should be again integer. Okay. Come to data preview, refresh this. Let's go to the match 2. Let's change the projection. So we know the match one details are, let's try to do, see, just to click on detect data types, so it will detect automatically. Okay. So, but only thing is it is going to scan the data one more time. So to avoid that, what you can do is you can just change those data types. Okay, it can able to identify. See, it is giving short. That is also integer only. So, but it's a like little bit small range of values it will accept. Okay, so even if it is short, no issue, you can keep it. Okay, next here also come to project. Okay, you can do auto detect, otherwise you can just change it to integer. This is also integer. Okay, so match 4 or like serious data also you need to change it to the proper. Think now come here. So data preview, you see how you know whether it is considered as a int or string is here. You can see 1 2 3 means it is considered as integer, short or long, whatever. Long means it will come 1 2 3 L. In the same way, if it is a ABC means it's a string, remember. Okay, so that is the small indication. Go to match 2, go to data preview, refresh this. Okay, this is all second match details. You see integer, string, integer. Okay, let's go to third match, data preview, just refresh this. So if you're not debugging, sometimes you'll get issues. Okay, see, this is third match details. Here also can see int, string, int. So let's check our final data. Here we will see only first match details and half details of the second match, like only 2 records from the second match we will see. Total 7 records. See total, how many records we have? 7. What are those? See, first match details completely, second match only 2 records I have. Okay, this is a problem. So in my previous run got failed and I see only few records loaded. Now what I want to do, I want to load only the records which are remaining. Okay, so for that, first to combine these 3 match details. How to do that? Click on this, anywhere you can click. Okay, you have a union, just click union. Okay, this is combine match details. Okay, combine match details. Click on this transformation again. See, incoming stream is only match one details are coming. Now these match one details I want to join with match 2. So I also need to join match 3. Then you have a plus here, right? Just click on plus. See, match 3 added automatically. Do you want to add other things? Series data automatically it will add, but I don't want to add because I need to combine all this data. Let's see whether those 3 like those 3 data sets combined or not. Come here, click refresh. Okay, you can see here, like I got all the records. Understood? I got all the records. You see here. 11115 records. Okay, like all the 2 records, like second match, all third match details. So I have all the match details now. Now come here. So click on exists. And now I'm going to check for exists. Where is exist? Here only, right? Click on exists. See, whatever we have done yesterday, right? Only the records which are available in the source I want to get means does not exist, you need to use. Exist means common records. Common records between the source and a destination you will get again if you use this. But I don't want to do that. I want the records which I don't have in the sync, meaning the records which have in the only source, not even common. I want to get the records which are only available in the source I need to get, because these are the records I have not loaded previously. Okay, next. So in this, so what I need to do, this combined match details, those 15 records I need to check with this series of data. Okay, now you see, so in this combined match details we have a 15 records. In this series data you have a let's say you have 7 records. Okay, so but all these are matching records. 7 records are matching. There are 8 records in this particular left stream, this side. Okay, this side we have combined match details. We have 8 records which are only available in this. Okay, those records I want to load it into my destination, but without, see, you need to put some condition based on what you are going to say. These are the common records. Do you have any like ID or something? I don't have anything. So we have a something called custom expression. Just click on this custom expression. Okay, so now I need to check what all records are matching. What all records are matching. Okay, so before that I want to ask you a few questions. Please try to answer, whoever knows. 10 equal to 10 or not?
Yes.
True.
Yes,
Okay.
Malay.
20 equal to 20. True or false?
True, sir.
True.
So how many of you know when I say end condition here? So then this should be true, this should be true, then only the overall condition will be true, isn't it? Okay, end means all the conditions should be true, then only you'll get final value is true. Clear? Is this clear, friends? So this is true, you know, this is also true, you know. So when both are true, your output, final output is true. Okay, same. You need to tell me what is the answer for this.
False, sir.
Okay, this will be false, friends. The reason is end always return true if both are true. If any of this is false, then final output is false. Okay, next. 10 not equal to 10, I'm saying. Okay, and 20 equal to 20, I will say. Will it give false or true? This will give false.
False.
This will, okay. Finally, this also going to be false only. If both are false, that also will be a false only. Okay, but now what I need to do is ultimately I need to check from source to destination all the columns are matching, then only it will return true. Okay, that's how I'm going to form a query. Now you see, I'm going to write some custom query that is going to compare each column, each record from source with the destination. What it means, you see, click on this custom expression. You have something called equals. Okay, what I need to do, you don't have any like unique like primary key, or you don't have any timestamp to identify which records already loaded. So now only the choice you have is, this is one of the solution, but another solution you have by using hash key you can able to identify. So for now the easy understanding, let me explain you. So first you take the, like, from out of 15 records match details. First match details record should check it with the target match details. Okay, if both are matching, okay, if both are matching, it should ignore those records. It should ignore those records, and other records it should give. Okay, not only this, not based on this, because match details means already second match details already matching, so it will not load all second match details. But in second match also, some of the records it skipped. That's why I need to check other conditions. For that, I need to use a end. Okay, end. This is the end here. See this, when I put cursor here, here you can see it's a end. It is saying end here. This is end. Okay. Now, so next one is same equals. First expression is in this combined data. Next player ID should be matched with series of player ID. Okay. Next end equals. First expression is this player name should match it with player name here. Okay. Next end equals. Equals. So first expression is combined player score. Okay. Combined player score should match it with series player score. Okay. So just click save, finish. Okay, this is the my overall custom expression I have written. So what it is going to identify is, you see this is the condition. So it is going to do something. Okay, you see, first it is going to check match details in source is matching with the match details in your target. Player ID is matching with the source is matching with the player ID in your target. Player name is matching with your target. Player score is matching with your target. So if all the entire data in source is matched with the sync, only such type of data it will ignore. Such type of data it will ignore, and only the records which are pending in source, those things only it will give you. Okay, save and finish. Then come to data preview, click refresh, you will come to know now. See what all records it is giving you. Okay, you see the like two, there are three records which are matching in your which are not matching with source. Okay, these three records are pending, so I'm going to collect those three, and remaining 5 records also I'm going to collect and load it into my target. Okay, so how to load into the target, you know, right? Click on this, come down, click sync, come here. This is our target. Okay, sync exists. So exist is the input for this particular sync data set. So to where you want to write this data, I want to write this data into my like series. Here I will just go to optimize. I will say single partition. Okay, we will talk about other partitions in maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, so we have some issues with set partition and use current partitioning, right? So it was not working. We will look into it, but for now I'm just saying single partition. So it is going to create one more file in the same folder, because in these data sets I have created up to folder, not a file level. Okay, clear friends? I just selected up to folder, not a file level. So when I say single partition, it is going to create a new file with a part -00 something. But if you want to create something, some other file, output 1.csv or something, you can able to do that. Okay, clear? Okay, now, okay, this is my entire data flow. Let's go to the pipeline. Click on this pipeline, click pipeline, move and transform. See here you have a data flow activity. Just bring the data flow activity. Select the data flow which you want to execute. This is the data flow I want to execute. Click OK. Okay. Then this is the pipeline one. So what you can do, PL underscore okay, restart failure jobs. Okay, so come to settings. You know, this is the data flow that I want to execute, so I don't have any parameters. Okay, Let's click debug now. We'll see if the job is not accepted. Let's wait for some time. Okay, it is started running. So our pipeline is succeeded. Now come to data lake storage. Come down, click on containers. Now you go to the series details. See part-merge.cs. In this, you'll have a remaining records. You'll have a remaining records. Click on edit. See, you got only the records which are pending, like 222 here, 333. Okay, pending records are available here. Clear, friends? Now I will try to rerun once again. What will happen when I run once again? Okay, what will happen when I run once again? We'll see. Just click on debug, because you don't have any other records, so it won't bring any other new records. We'll see.
Malaya, is it possible to join the whatever the failure records are there? That records will be joined with same add with same file, whatever the first file we have, right? That file.
Yes, I will show you next to that. I'm going to show.
Okay.
So we'll see some things. So then I will explain you. So we need to do that. Yes, I'll show you. See, this is finished. Now come here. Just refresh this. Now see, this is created a one more file. Okay, if you just click on this, you will not have any data. Now you can see. See, you don't have any data because there is no records which are only available in your source, because it is matching. All the source records are matching with your sync. That's why you are not getting any records. Okay, now what happens when I just delete these two? So again, you came to your original position, right? So you have only 7 records in your target. You have 15 records in your source. Now what we want to do, we want to combine other records with this output.csv file. Now come here, go to data flows. Okay, so this time what I need to do, before sync, right, you need to use a union operator. Again, a union transformation. Just use union transformation. What this union will do, union will take the output of exits, okay, output of exits, and it will just union with your series data. So currently series data is what? Series data is what, friends? Currently series data is having, one second, not series data, it should join with yes, series data only. Okay, in series data we have 7 records. So exist is giving 8 records. So I'm just unioning these like all the records. Let's refresh and check. Okay, so that's okay, you know, it will work. Now come to sync. So I'm just saying single partition, go to settings. So output to single file, that file name you can just say same file name, output to dot csv. Okay, output dot csv I'm giving. Now come to this particular pipeline. Okay, next just to debug it. Job is started running. So it is succeeded. Now come here, refresh this. We'll see output.csv. If you open this, we'll see what data we have in this. Go to edit. See, like all the data we have, like 222, 333. Again, we have a 111, something like this. Okay, but so it is not in a order. So if you want to sort it, what you need to do? So before you write the data, if you want to sort it, what you need to do?
You sort by.
Okay, again you
sort.
need to sort by match. Sort by match. Let's do that. Okay, come here. Come here. So just as per our requirement, we need to keep adding the activities. That's all. Okay, just click on this. Go to sort. Go to sort it, right? Sort is based on what? Match. Okay, based on the match, I want to sort it. Okay. Next one is come here. Not come here. Go to storage. Okay. Here, what you want to do? I don't want all these things, right? Yeah. So let me just remove all this because let me reset it to the previous run, right? So only first 7 records I have in this output.csv file. I'm rerunning my pipeline again. Okay. Now come here, sort. Sort is only based on the match. It should be match. After match, it should also in the match 111 it will come. In that again, I also need to put something based on the player ID. Okay, player ID ascending. So you can just sort it based on the 2 columns. Okay, so the reason why I am going with the 2 columns is, you see, if you open this output.csv, okay, next data may come something like this 2, okay, 2 5. So 2, like as per the match, it has to ascending. So 2 comma 5 it will come. So I don't want 2 comma 5, it should be 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 2 comma 5, again 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2. So that's why match and the player ID based on these 2 ascending order, it should put the data in this particular output.csv file. Okay, that's okay. Now, yes, everything is fine. Let's come to the pipeline. Let's debug this pipeline. So pipeline is succeeded. Now come here, refresh this. So this is the output.csv file. If you go to edit, you'll see data. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2. One, two, three, again one. Okay, 1 second. Let's take this. Yeah. Let me just put it here. Click save. Come to data flows again. Ascending, 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 ascending. Say. Okay, let's delete this, but it should work actually. Okay, let's go with only one. We'll see whether it is arranging properly. If it is not arranged, but we can add 2 columns. It should work, but it is not working. We'll see. Okay, I just added 1 column now. So how it is sorting, we will see. If it is not sorting properly, we'll look into it. So what settings we need to change, we will change those things now. Okay, let's wait. Again, I'm running. I think I saved this, right? Yes. So it will run now. Okay, so it is succeeded now. Let's come here, refresh this. Go inside this output.csv. Click edit. Yeah, so data is already arranged properly. If it is not arranged, no. See 1, 1, 2. Again, here it came something different, right? 1 second. Come here once again. Okay, let's say case insensitive. So because it's not a case, because it's a number, right? And we converted into integer as well. So there's a problem here. Player ID. So based on player ID, let's say at least we'll go in a descending order. So match and the player ID should be a descending order. We'll see. It is not. I don't want in ascending order, descending order. I want in ascending order only. Okay, ascending. Let's preview the data first. Okay, let's refresh this. Before refresh, let me just reset this data. Save it. Okay, let me just try once again. Just come here. Pipeline. Debug it. I just put it in the ascending order. Both the things. We'll see. When it is writing data into the target, it's not writing properly. We'll see. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so what I am trying to tell you is sort transformation is working fine. Sort transformation is working fine. You can see here, sort transformation is working fine. But when you write this data into your target, it is not a same order. Okay. So the reason may be single partition in union. I want to make it as a single partition. Okay, it's a single partition here. Here also I'm just using single partition this time. Okay, so my target is also I'm using single partition. Let's see now. Okay, let me just try this, the final try, because it should work now, because I'm just making as a single partition. Even if we have some issue with the partition, it may not come properly when it is writing, but I'm just bringing only single partition, meaning all this data is processing at one place. So we'll see how it will be now. This is final run. Let me just run it finally, whatever it may be. But we understood that sort transformation is working fine, friends. Okay. You can see it is running final. It is taking much time. It may fail because if it is taking this much time, means it may fail. Because I think what happened. So this data flow debug, like this cluster issues we have. So that's why when we are using free trial, we need to restart multiple times this data flow debug. We make it a single partition. That is the reason why it is taking more time. Yes. Oh, acquiring compute. So I think it did not get the resource to execute. Acquiring compute. See, data flow status is acquiring compute. So in this case, do one thing. Let's cancel this job. Okay, because even if you wait for some more time, you may not get it. Okay, just to stop this, click debug once again. Yeah, it's cancelled, right? So I just debugged once again. We'll wait. See. Okay, just let's see now what is the status of compute. Acquiring compute still, I think we need to restart the data flow debug, but it will take more time. We'll see. Acquiring compute. Okay, let's try to do one thing. Let's restart this data flow. Okay. Let's wait for some time because even if we keep executing, it will take more time. Instead of that, let's restart data flow debug only. It will take some 4 to 5 minutes. We'll wait, friends. What happened? It turned on, right? Let's turn on once again, I think. So it's 1 hour back we turned on, right? So that is the timeout error. Let's turn on now, we'll see. the data flow debug is not available, that's why it is failed. Don't worry. So once it is available, we can now start debugging once again. Otherwise we can start debugging now. So when the data flow debug is available, then it will start running our data flow. Okay, so let's do that. I think let's submit our debug. When our data flow debug is available, then our job will start executing. Okay. Okay, our data flow debug is available, so it will not take more time. Let's see. So in this data flows, it will take more time, friends, every day, because the reason is we need to wait for data previews and we need to run for that. So like many times you get this data flow debug issue because we are in a free tier, right? So we have issues with compute. Just click on this now. See, now data flow status is already success. Okay, it is completed already. Come here, refresh this. We'll see this time how it will be. Yeah, this time is fine, right? So the reason is, so we have a multiple partitions, like data will be divided into multiple parts, right? So it is, when it is writing the data, maybe first partition may write first, second partition may write second, something like that. So because of that we will have issue, but when you use single partition we don't have any issue. But don't worry, what is this partition and all those things, I will take a separate session on these partitions. Okay, so you will have more clarity. But you see, this time there is no issue. It is written in a way that we are expecting. Okay. Any questions, friends? Any questions? Okay, if no questions, that's all for today. Thank you.